It's time to experience something glorious. Unacademy Combat. Compete, crack, conquer.
A challenging GATE contest engineered to give you an experience like none other.
Where you put your knowledge to test
and battle it out with a test.
To bring out the best in you, Unacademy Combat is the most competitive, gamified contest for GATE till date, with the best of the questions by best educators.
with detailed video solutions from top educators right after each contest.
Combat live with peers to get real-time rankings and win big.
Participate in every contest to improve your ratings.
Challenging contests every fortnight or alternate Sunday. Live ranking after every question. Big rewards for top rankers. Your passion to crack GATE deserves this. Your hard work towards your dream deserves this. Fuel your inner fire for the ultimate GATE challenge. Unacademy Combat. Register now.
So very good morning friends, welcome to Unacademy. So just now you have seen the video on our Unacademy Combat, which is now even for ESE. Okay, so चलिए फ्रेंड करते हैं स्टार्ट आज का सेशन. Dear, I am your friend Aishwarya. Used to teach you for GATE and ESE. I have done my MTech from IIT Delhi and BTech from Jamia Millia Islamia. 4 times I have qualified GATE with my best AIR 226, and I do have 7 years of teaching experience and 2 years of industrial experience. And all these are the subjects which I am basically taking on Unacademy official YouTube channel, Unacademy special classes, as well as Unacademy Plus. The subjects are Theory of Structure, RCC, Geotechnical Engineering, Strength of Material, and Engineering Mechanics. And here this is a code which you can apply before buying any Unacademy Plus subscription in order to avail 10% off, which is the maximum discount given by Unacademy. So do not think that since I am an educator in GATE and ESE, so my code is going to work here only. So you can consider this code as a universal code at Unacademy. Means whether it is a matter of SSC JEE, IIT JEE, NEET, CAT, CLAT, etc. So my code is applicable everywhere. Okay, and it is going to give you 10% off all the times. Is it clear? So that is the thing. Okay. Now the question comes into the mind that why do we need Unacademy Plus or our iconic thing? So at Unacademy Plus, you guys are having to access to daily live classes, crash courses, weekly tests, doubt solving session, English and Hindi sessions, and rank improvement batches are also there. Okay, but if you simply want to convert this plus experience into your personalized coaching, then you can go for our iconic plan. Then you guys can go for our iconic plan. Iconic is just, you can say, it is a superset of plus subscription, where you will be getting all the features of plus, but apart from these features, you will also be assigned to one personal coach, okay, who is going to plan your studies, who is going to keep a study booster session for you, who is going to analyze your test at the personalized level. And not only this, you will also be coming to know that what all are your weak areas and weak points after giving these number of tests. And you would also be getting specialized notes and practice sets. You will also be getting specialized notes and practice sets. Okay, so you can watch this. Yeah, so that is going to be the case. Is it clear? Okay, so now whether it is plus or iconic, so my code AISH10 is readily available. It is readily available here. Okay. Okay. Now we will be seeing some information on our upcoming batches. So you can see that this is the evolve batch for GATE 2022, जो कि हमने लॉन्च किया है 22 फरवरी को. It is the 5th batch for GATE, and you can see all our top educators are going to be the part of this batch. Okay, And if you want to get enrolled yourself into this batch, then you can use this code. Is it clear or not? Okay. Now similarly, if you think that you need slightly more time for getting prepared, and or you are in second year types, then we are also running this 2-year program by same educators. Okay, it is also the 5th batch, launched on the same day, 22nd Feb 2021. Is it clear? So here you can use the code again hashtag. Okay, but we can see this small informative video here. Guys, you can book your seat now for this. Okay, चलिए अच्छा, अब इतना सब कुछ बात कर रहे हैं तो इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज को भी नहीं पीछे छोड़ सकते ना. सो फॉर इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज we are we have launched a batch on 18th Feb, you can see. Okay, and here all the non-technical stuff are being taken care by all these top educators. Okay, generally I am not promoting the short-term subscriptions like of 3 month and 6 month, but for this particular batch I would like to say that even if you go for 3 month or 6 month, or your technical is good and you are going for ESE prelims, then you may even go for that subscription. Okay, so you can also use the code hashtag just to be a part of it. I hope it is clear to you. Is it clear? And yes, my dear friend, if you have not downloaded the Unacademy learning app so far, then you can download it from the Play Store or App Store. After that, you have to use this invite code. Okay, after this you have to use this invite code so that you would be able to unlock the free basic accessories provided by Unacademy. Okay, although I'm saying basics, but lot of content is available here, my dear friend. Lot many tests, series, quizzes, special classes. Okay, and sometimes these are the special classes even on your demand. You guys are saying that, sir, please cover this topic, that topic at the platform of Unacademy. So we are doing that for you guys. Is it clear? Okay. So now it's a time to start our session on effective stress. So welcome to the session number 25, and this session is on effective stress. Okay. So far we have completed origin of soil, phase diagram, classification, mineralogy, permeability and seepage. So today we are going to take effective stress. So total I am planning to complete this chapter into 3 lectures, including today 3 lectures. Okay, so we will be seeing, and after that we will be starting the compaction thing. Okay. So what is effective stress? First of all, let me tell you the objective of this you can say topic. So first of all, we will be studying the definition of effective stress. Animesh, I haven't received your question. Animesh, I haven't received your question, dear. Where you posted? Okay. Dear, please write it again because I couldn't see anything on the comment box. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to cover definitions. Then I would like to link the stress, effective stress, with the total and pore water pressure. Okay. Then after that we will be seeing for different loadings, and for change in water table or change in surcharge, what is going to be the change in the effective stress, what is the role of the groundwater table in the effective stress. Okay, and then finally a short practice session I would like to keep here. Okay, short practice session I would like to keep here, practice session. Okay, so total these things I will try to complete in next 3 days. Okay. See, my dear friend, effective stress is also known as the engineering property. It is also known as the engineering properties. As I have told you already, that two types of properties we do have. One is engineering property, another is index property. Index properties are those properties which we were using in the soil classification system. We have also done that, like getting the value of in situ density, moisture content, plasticity, Atterberg limits, and all. All those things were index properties because they were helping us in the classification of soil. But the properties like effective stress, consolidation, compaction, like these, all these things are known as engineering property, permeability, because due to this property you will be able to analyze your soil from the engineering point of view. You would be able to know that whether you will be able to do the particular you can say construction on soil or not. Okay, and if it is yes, if you want to do, then what all are the measures which you have to take. So all these things are known as your engineering property, and this concept was originated, or you can say it is found by Carl Terzaghi, who is also known as the father of soil mechanics. It has been given here. It has been given in consolidation. So even foundation also, Carl Terzaghi played a very important role. Okay, so and by stream he was you can say mechanical engineer, but still he was able to perform this much in the soil system. Okay, so if it is about definition, then what is effective stress? Effective stress is simply the summation of forces transmitted through soil grain per unit area of soil mass. Okay, see, from the name itself it is clear that what is effective stress means that stress which is actually going to be effective or actually going to put its effect. Okay, what is the effectiveness of this stress? See, for example, let's say that there are 3 bars. Okay, let's say there are 3 bars. See, if somebody is seeing that what is the, you can say, stress on this or pressure acting on this bar, then you have to say that this W over capital area. Okay, but suppose this gap is not there, but virtually you are seeing it from the top that yeah, it is continuous member. But what is the fact? That it is only the transferring medium. That what is going to be the effectiveness of this stress? Effectiveness of this stress would be actually this one plus this one plus this one. So how much it is going to be? It is going to be this load on this multiplied by this area, load on this divided by this area, load on this column divided by this area. So effective is what? Which is actual responsible. So similar thing also happening with the soil. Although we are watching it from outside, that whenever we are applying a load, so that much of big area is participating in taking the stresses and all. But what is the fact? out of that big area, lot of area is vacant. It is the, you can say, volume of the void, and we all know that voids cannot take any stresses. Okay, my dear friend Animesh, why would I not answer? Yeah, you are the old student. You know me that if something is there, definitely I would speak. If it is not there, that is why I am saying. If it is not there, that is only I was saying. Okay, like, let me check the settings of my device. Let me check the settings of my device. And please write it again. Now your comments are visible. Now your comments are visible. Okay, but not earlier question. दोबारा चालू कर लिया. दोबारा लिख दीजिए. अनिमेश नहीं आ रहा, क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा भाई. अमन स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी का आया. यस सर. क्या हुआ अमन, बताइए. चलो देखो इधर. Okay, so effective stress means those stresses, okay, for which are actually taken care by grains, which are actually taken care by grains. Okay, see, visible means no, your Aman and Animesh, your comments are visible now. Dear, it's better to post again. Please do not waste time like this. You can post your comment again. Okay, is it clear, dear? Okay. So, yes. So, effective stress is the summation of forces transmitted through soil grain per unit area of soil mass. Or you can say it is simply the representation, the physical interaction between the soil particles. Okay, what would happen in the reality that if there are too many of soil grains, and whenever you are going to apply the force on that, okay, whenever okay, you are going to apply force on that, so this force is going to transfer from one gray soil grain to another soil grain like this. Okay, so it will be transferred from grain to grain. So this transfer, okay, you can say between the soil particles is the consequences for effective stress. It is going to be the consequences for effective stress. Okay, dear, it is a Zenith batch, English batch है ना. ठीक है. देखो मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ अमन कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे कोई लोड लगाऊंगा, वो लोड लगाने के बाद आपको भले ही बहुत सारा एरिया दिख रहा होगा, बट आपका जो लोड ट्रांसफर होगा वो सिर्फ सॉयल ग्रेन से सॉयल ग्रेन, सॉयल ग्रेन से सॉयल ग्रेन पे ट्रांसफर होने वाला है. सो दिस इज योर इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस. इज इट क्लियर? तो उसको ये बताता है. बेसिकली इट इज गोइंग टू रिलेट दी टोटल स्ट्रेस एंड पोर वाटर प्रेशर. ये आपका टोटल और पोर वाटर प्रेशर को भी रिलेट करता है. सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर, दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो कि भाई आपका जो इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस है, आपका जो इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस है यहाँ पे, this you cannot measure. You do not have any device to measure this effective stress. But you will be able to see what is going to be the total stress. You would be able to measure the pore water pressure with the help of piezometer. Okay, so we will be studying the relation between the total and pore and effective stress. So by that we used to calculate the effective stress indirectly. Directly we do not have any measure. Okay, we cannot measure effective stress. Okay, so the whole game is about of these three stresses. One is total, one is effective, one is pore. Okay, so these three are there. So first we will be studying this one, total. Second we will be studying pore water pressure, and finally we will be studying the. Okay, so once again I am saying third number definition wise, although I am going to explain it one more time, but third number is what? It is the summation of forces transmitted through soil grain per unit area of soil mass, or it is representing the physical interaction between the soil particle. It is representing the physical interaction between the soil particles. Okay, so let's see now. What is total stress? Total stress is very simple funda. Total load which is coming on any layer divided by cross-sectional area is known as total stress. Okay, total stress at any point in the soil is basically due to these two components. First, the own weight above that point, or the external load or surcharge load. Suppose if I want to calculate the total stress here, then what to do? I can simply write this total stress is total possible load divided by area. What is the total possible load? F is, external load is F. What is the weight of this overburden? It is W over A. Is it clear? So F over A is you can say surcharge, and what is W? W is density of soil, and area into height of this portion, let's say small h. Okay, it is W by A and A cancel. So your sigma is equal to surcharge plus gamma times of h. And if your surcharge is not there, in that case you can say, अगर आपका surcharge नहीं है तो उस केस में आप कह सकते हो कि your sigma is equal to gamma times of h only. Your sigma is equal to gamma times of h only. Is it clear to all or not, my dear friend? Tell me. Chaliye. So very simple. Total means overall weight upon divided by total area. Okay. Now what is happening next? Pore water pressure. What is happening? Pore water pressure is what? Pore water pressure, it is simply, the piezometric head. What is piezometric head? Okay. Pore water pressure is simply the rise of water in the piezometer, in the standpipe. Is it clear? So suppose if you want to calculate the pore pressure here, so you will insert a piezometer here and you will be saying, yeah, water is rising up to here. So this is going to be your pore water pressure. Okay, and it also depends the data. If you want to find the pore water pressure here, then you will insert here. So this is going to be pore water pressure. Okay, in soil mechanics it's mostly hydrostatic pressure. Okay, this pore water pressure is okay, but it can be sometimes more outcome, sometimes it may be less. Okay, so it can be measured. It can be measured with the help of physical device which is known as a standpipe, or you can say piezometer. Okay, and why this pore water pressure is there? Because we all know that all the soil is not continuous medium. Soil has been filled with lot many interconnected voids. So those interconnected voids, if are filled with water, then water are just going to be like a continuous flow between through these voids. So if you are going to insert piezometer, then due to the interconnectivity of water and the pressure, hydrostatic pressure exerted by this, you will be able to see the reflection in the piezometer. Okay, सर मेरा 30 है गेट में, तो क्या कट ऑफ निकल जाएगा? अमन 30 है तो यार कट ऑफ निकल भी जाएगा अगर, ठीक है। वैसे चांसेस है कट ऑफ शायद हो जाए 30 के आसपास ही लगता है, बट बस मेरा एक सवाल है यार कि 30 नंबर में कट ऑफ निकाल के करोगे क्या ना? सो दैट इज द थिंग, इज इट क्लियर? 30 नंबर में कट ऑफ निकाल के नहीं करोगे ना कुछ, ठीक है। मैं कह रहा हूँ निकल गया कट ऑफ, but still if you want to really prepare good for your gate and all, then at least make a good try and give the exam if you are interested, okay, with full efforts, and you will be getting success, okay, because this time we are expecting 30 or 31 marks to be cut off, but मेरा सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर 30 के ही तरफ है, मेरा सॉफ्ट कॉर्नर 30 के तरफ ही है ना? हाँ चलिए। So क्या बताया? Pore water pressure is that experience, or you can say pore water pressure is the pressure, you can say, given by the continuous water in between the soil. Okay, the continuous water in between the soil. Okay, sorry. Now, what is effective stress? Now, what is effective stress? Let me again come back to this definition. Although I have told you the effective stress is that thing, you can see that here the from soil is passing through grain to grain. This is known as effective stress. Okay. If you are seeing here, let's say if you are seeing here, if I am cutting the any layer, okay, let's say I am cutting the any layer, and if this layer is having some W overburden weight, and apart from that you would be having some F external load, and you have to check or you have to calculate the stress here, then obviously this stress would be total stress into area, or you can say it is a total reaction. So if a reaction is equal to weight of the overburden soil plus point load or surcharge, it is going to be like that, isn't it? So what will happen now? This reaction is what? It is your total possible force. This reaction is your total possible force. भाई जो यहाँ किया था, you can see here. Here, what was the total possible force? External load plus weight of the overburden soil divided, it is the total possible force. Now if I want to calculate the area, so what is that? Divide both sides by area. Divide both sides by area. Okay. So this is nothing, or this is nothing but your total stress. This is your total stress. But see, I am going to explain you the effective stress, but it was important to remind it again. So now what will happen? Whatever force you are giving here, okay, whatever force you are giving here, okay, that is F plus W, okay, let's say for the timing it is R. It is actually taken care by two things. One, you can see this vacant portion. One, you can see this vacant portion is there, isn't it? What is this? Let's say force taken by water, because this vacant portion is what? It is the force taken by, you can say, water, and plus some portion of it would be taken by the soil particles. It is the force taken by soil. So total external forces in the form of F plus W at this level would be taken care by two things. One is through the soil grains and another is from the pore water, if there are any. If there is pore water, then total external force will be taken care by these two. Is it clear or not? Okay. Similarly, like in your steel, in SOM, what would happen? Suppose see, there is a bar. Concrete concrete से समझ सकते हो. Let's say there is a bar like this and cross section is like this, and there are, let's say, 4 bars over this column. There are 4 bars over this column, and whenever you are going to apply any load, that external load P will be taken care by two things. One, P is equal to load taken due to steel, and another is load taken by concrete. You can do like that. Is it clear or not? Similarly, my dear friend, what will happen whenever you are taking any cross section? So total downward load is taken care by these two components, one in the form of water and another in the form of soil. So this is equal to total. So therefore I can write here that just a minute. That your total stress or your total force is equal to, total force is equal to what? It is equal to force taken by soil plus force taken by water. Okay. So total is R, let's say it is force taken by soil is Fs, force taken by water is Fw. So I want to divide here both the sides with an area. So now the total force upon total cross section area, you can see. What do you mean by total? This one, total force by total cross sectional area is your total stress. Now Fw over A, what is Fw? Fw, if I am talking about, it is going to be equal to what? Rho of water. Okay, it is hydrostatic only. Rho of water and into volume. Volume is area of void into height. Okay, this divided by area. So this is the important thing. See, if you are dividing Fs over area, if you are dividing this Fs over area, then this is your effective stress. It's not like that if I am considering the force on the soil grain only, so I am not measuring the stress actual taken by soil grain. It is actually the stress force taken by soil grain over the given cross sectional area. Okay, otherwise this Fs over area of that small particles are very you can say low. So overall this fraction is going to be very high. But in effective stress calculation, my dear friend, I have to consider those forces which are transmitting through the, you can say, soil. But whenever it comes to area, so it is the total area of the cross section. It is not like, don't think that effective stress is force on the soil grains divided by only the area of soil grains. No, it's not like that. Effective stress in a soil means forces on the soil grains, but with respect to the total area of the cross section where these forces are acting. So this is known as the effective stress. And plus, you can see here that the voids. Actually, whenever you are cutting a cross section, then this 95 to 99% of area, 98 to 99% of the area at a cross section is the area of void only. Because whenever you are cutting section anywhere, here, so very less points are actually cutting. So these areas are quite less. So your area of void is nearly equal to area. I'm not saying volume of void is nearly equal to, but when it comes to area of cross section, at that time the area of void is nearly equal to the total area. So these two can nearly be cancelled. So gamma W into H, or you can say pore water pressure. It is equal to pore water pressure. Is it clear or not? Tell me. So now if you want to find the effective stress is total stress minus pore water pressure. Tell me. Is it clear? Okay. I do not know what is the problem today with is it YouTube or what? I am not able to see comments of yours. Very few comments. Very few comments. Okay. Okay, don't worry. Today comments is there. Okay. So yes, that is the concept. So sigma bar is equal to sigma minus u. That is the thing. Okay, Rishank. See. So now whenever I have to calculate, once again I am repeating the meaning of this. What do we understand by effective stress? Effective stress is the force taken over the cross section by soil grain only. Okay, but total area, and that is equal to that you can find with the help of total and pore water pressure. So total stress is total load upon total area. Effective stress is your total load. Okay, transmitted through the soil grains. Total load transmitted through the soil grain divided by total area, and this is plus the pore water pressure. So in general, my dear friend, whenever I have to calculate the effective stress, so I will not be having any direct means. I only have to calculate from the indirect method, which is sigma minus u. Total stress minus pore water pressure. Total stress you will be measuring and pore water pressure. Okay, you might have remembered some of the numericals on effective stresses where your teachers are used to make the diagram. So you remember whenever any questions of effective stress coming, so first of all they are they are drawing the total stress. After that they are drawing the pore water pressure. Then they are subtracting pore water pressure from the total stress, and you are going to get the effective stresses. And why this is so important? In many of the analysis you will be seeing that we are not relying on the total stresses, rather we are relying on the effective stresses. Why? Because it is the actual, or you can say effective only stress. It is the actual, or you can say effective stress. Why it is actual or effective? Because it is giving you the actual forces through the soil grain, okay, that divided by over area. So sometimes some student confuses that effective stress is just like area of the load transferred through the soil grains divided by area of the soil grains. No, it is not like that. If that is the thing, why we are not measuring it, why we can't measure it? Because load is passing through from very small area, but we are dividing it, we are taking it the entire cross sectional area. So that is the thing why there is no way of calculating sigma bar, or you can say effective stress. So each and every time we will be drawing the total stress, we will be drawing the pore water pressure, and we will be saying that sigma bar is equal to total minus pore water pressure. So that is going to be the concept, my dear friend. I hope the things are crystal clear to you. Okay, if it is still not clear, we will be doing it with the help of several examples. Okay, so let's see next. So yeah, all these are the points which I want you to make sure whenever you are making any image of effective stress in your mind. Okay, first of all, it is not a contact pressure. If it would have been a contact pressure, then you could have seen contact pressure is just like this. So load transformed from this grain to this grain divided by this area. It is not like that. It is load transferred from grain to grain but divided by the entire area of the cross section. So it is not the contact pressure. So it is just like any arbitrary quantity which do not have any physical meaning. Physical means why total area we are saying whenever we are calculating the stresses in SOM. So you can feel that these stresses are stresses because force we are taking in those bars and those beams, and actual area of the beams or cross section we are dividing. So that you would be getting something physically meaning that yeah, this is load over area, it is pressure, or if it is internal load over area, it is your stress. But here you see, my dear friend, your force is getting transferred from here, from here, from here, from here, and from here. But area you are considering the entire. Area you are considering the entire. So that is the thing, my dear friend. This is going to be the concept. So that is why it is not having any physical meaning. Okay. Yeah, but one thing is sure. One thing is sure. If it is having the more effective stress, okay, then the contact force between the particles are also high, obviously. Well, area is anyway common. More effective stress means it is directly proportional to your load transferred through the grains. So more effective stress means the contact force between the particle increases. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, that is why we are going to define it with the engineering property. Although it is not having much physical significance, but in our engineering thing, it is going to play a very crucial role. And this is also like your first chapter, which will not going to leave you till the end of your geotechnical engineering. Like I used to say that those interrelationships are very important, and similarly this effective stress is also very important. You can see the many of the interlinking topics on consolidation which have been taken care of with the help of effective stress in foundations as well, okay, in pile foundation as well and all. Is it clear? And almost you can expect at least one question every year in GATE, okay, directly or indirectly from the effective stresses. Okay, like this time as well they asked the over consolidation ratio, but in that you have to calculate only what? You have to calculate only your effective stresses only for two conditions, because over consolidation ratio is the ratio of the stresses to past over present. So वो आपको निकालना था उसमें भी. Effective stress you have to calculate two times in a same question with respect to different water level. So effective stress is very important. Okay. From our GATE point of view, ESE point of view as well, and from soil mechanics point of view as well. Okay. So you can say that effective stress is the parameter on which the things like compressibility, consolidation, shear strength, bearing capacity of soil, all these things are varying. Okay, this is the parameter on which the compressibility, consolidation, shear strength, bearing capacity and settlements are varying. Okay, and yes, it is to be noted that although we have derived effective stresses by writing the total stress expression, but still they are not depending upon the total stresses. Compressibility, consolidation, shear strength, bearing capacity, settlement, all these things are the actual function of effective stress. Even in load many correlations are have been done. Okay. So what is happening here? Why they are not a function of total stress, or why they are more a function of effective stress? Because in effective stress you are actually able to see what is the force transfer in the soil grain, okay, through the soil grain. That is going to tell you the effectiveness of the stresses, na? Yeah. And in case, I think you will get this point. In case your soil is dry or water is not there, in case your soil is dry or water is not there, then what is going to happen? So action is F plus W. Action is F plus W. Okay, action is F plus W. Okay, Fs plus Fw. Reaction is this. So now Fw will not come. In that case, reaction would be equal to only through soil. Now divide by soil. Now divide by area. So it is total stress, and Fs over area is your effective stress. So you can say that in absence of pore water pressure, my dear friend, your total stress is equal to effective stress. Is it clear? Okay. So it is the very important note which we have to take care. Is it clear? So let me explain you this with the help of this example. Suppose I am having a sand. Whose unit weight is gamma t. So I need to draw the variation of effective stress for this thing. So what can I do? As I told you that effective is your total minus pore. So first of all, you would be able to calculate the total stress. After that, you have to calculate the pore water pressure. Then you can simply subtract the pore water pressure from the effective total stress in order to get the effective. But as I told you, you can see that no interference of water is there. So when water is not there, in that case, entire loads are passing through or going through the soil grains only. In that case, you can say that total is equal to effective, because no role of water, no load taking things with the help of water. So all the loads are being transferred with the help of soil grains. So therefore total is equal to effective. Okay, but if water would have been here, then what is the thing here? Effective means that stress which is effectively taken up by soil. Means you will be calculating the total. Out of this total means soil plus water. Out of that total, you have to subtract the water one. You have to subtract the water one, stress due to water one. So like that also you can understand that sigma minus u is equal to effective stress. Is it clear or not? So here you can see the guys, it is total stress. How you can find the total stress? You know that it is equal to total load over area and total weight is how much? Let's say you are here. So your total weight is going to be equal to this much. Your total weight is equal to this much. Let's say this is the area of the cross section. And let's say unit weight is given to you here. So it is equal to gamma t into area, and let's say this height is h divided by area. So what is sigma? It is simply equal to gamma t times of h. Okay. So if I want to, this is at this level. Suppose at any other level, it would have been some another h. So this sigma is general. You can write that this sigma at any depth is given by gamma t of h, where h is variable depth, and you can see this total stress is going to be directly proportional to h. Okay, and here this function is having the degree 1. So this stress is going to be a straight line. So it will go like this. Okay, so you can see that here the stress is 0 and it is equal to gamma t into h. Okay, now see, is there any pore water pressure? No, because no symbol of ground, so no symbol of water table and all has been given to you. So no pore water pressure is there. Now if you are seeing the effective stress, then effective stress at any cross section is total minus pore. So if pore water pressure is not there, then simply you can write, my dear friend, that effective and total are going to be ditto same. Because if water is not there, then whatever soil is taking, that is effective. What is total? Taken by soil only, because water is not there. What is effective? Taken by soil only. Okay, so effective and total become same in the absence of water. This is what I want to convey you guys. So this also equals to gamma t into h. Okay, next you can see Now there is the interference of water. See, this is the symbol of water. This is the symbol of water. This time what is going to happen here? What is going to happen? So see, at ground level we do have water, and beneath it the soil would be in which condition? Tell me. The soil would be in the saturated condition. It would be in the saturated. Soil would be saturated, but the entire soil has been into the water, or you can say it is in the submerged condition. Soil is saturated, no doubt about it, but suppose if you are beneath the river, okay, or beneath the swimming pool, obviously you will be saturated. Now your body is full of water and all, but you would also be submerged. You will be experiencing a less, you can say, weight. You will be experiencing a less, you can say, weight. Okay, so you can say the soil is in submerged condition. So anyway, whenever it comes to the total stress, so total means saturated only, means water plus soil both. So it is going to be gamma sat into H. It is going to be gamma sat into H. So let's say it is like this. It is going to be gamma sat into H. And it is gamma W into H. Okay, gamma sat into H, and it is gamma W into H. So what is this? It is this minus this. So effective is, I can tell you here, total minus pore water pressure. It is total minus pore water pressure. Gamma sat minus gamma W is gamma submerged. So it is simply going to be equal to gamma submerged into H. So you can say, although the total stress look like small, okay, but effective stress is less, because here you are only concentrating on that component of soil which is taking transfer through the interconnected soil grains, through the continuous soil grains. Okay, so that is, it is going to be more. Okay, not only this, and there are chances that sometimes you would be having the layered soil. You would be having the layered soil. So in that case, what you have to do, it is your side one. It's not, इसको ऐसे बना लीजिए आप. H1 and H2. Okay. And you can say that your gamma T1 is greater than gamma, or gamma T2 is greater than gamma T1. In that case, you know, in sand 1, the total stress is going to vary like this. The total stress is going to vary like this. And if gamma T2 is greater than gamma T1, then gamma T2, it would be here, overburden would be there. But it is going to further increase with the help of gamma 2. So how it is like? If gamma T2 is greater than, then this slope is going to increase. If it is same, then it would have been like this. If it is less, then it would have been like this. Okay, once again I am saying that if it is the same slope, same soil, then same density, then it will be going like this. If gamma T2 would have been more, then it would have been like this. If gamma T2 is less, sorry, if gamma T2 is more than gamma T1, then it will be going like this. Is it clear? It is going like this. Okay. Yeah. So this is your gamma T1 into H1, and this is your gamma T2 into H2. Till here it is gamma T1 into H1, and from here to here it is increasing with the, okay, of gamma T2 into H2. Okay, so that is going to be there. So total you can say that it is going to equal to gamma T into H1 plus gamma T2 into H2. So this is going to be the total stress. This is going to be the total stress, gamma T1 H1 plus gamma T2 H2. And no interference of water here. So it is going to be 0. And what is going to be effective stress? Effective stress is going to be same as the total stress. So you can plot it in this similar manner, isn't it? Gamma T1 H1 plus gamma T2 H2. So my dear, this is the way by which we can draw the effective stress. Okay, so it is simply the total minus pore water pressure. Okay, so dear, we will be taking few more cases here in the calculation of effective stress. Okay, see, I have drawn, and some quizzes are also there, but we will be watching it in the tomorrow session. Okay, today I started late, so very sorry for that, and today I was very late, so therefore this session is going to be very less. Is it okay? Chaliye. So we, all these questions we will be keeping it in our practice sessions. We will be seeing. So tomorrow agenda is what we have to do. So various cases of effective stress. Okay, and main thing is effect of water table, or you can say surcharge as well on effective stress. Is it clear? So how the water table is going to influence your effective stress or change your effective stress, and surcharge is going to be change the effective stress. What are the short term and long term consequences of the surcharge or rising or falling of water table? So that is going to be there. So tomorrow's class is going to be very important class from the effective point of view, effective stress point of view. Today we have learned only one thing, that my effective stress is equal to the total stress minus pore water pressure. Total stress is total load divided by the area of the cross section. Pore water pressure is equal to, you can say, total stress is due to the total load divided by area of the cross section. Pore water pressure is your just hydrostatic pressure if it is not subjected to any external pressure and all. Effective stress means the total load taken by soil grain divided by total area. Okay, means out of the total, if you are going to subtract the component of you can say water, and that remaining force divided by entire area is known as your effective stress. Is it clear? So that is going to be the case. So tomorrow we are going to discuss all these things. Is it clear? And guys, now you can see that I have already given you the RCC structure also I have given you. Now I am doing you can say geotechnical engineering in the morning batch, in the English batch. I was able to see that some of the comment was there that sir explain in Hindi, but here it's my compulsion that this is a Zenith batch and here we have to take the subject in the English manner only. But it's not like that. We are having multiple batches. Okay, so like you can say a few months earlier, Abhishek sir completed geotechnical in Hindi only, and time will come that I will also be taking that in Hindi and all. Okay, so all these variations would be there. So we are trying to balance our both the batches, morning as well as evening, English batch as well as your Hindi batch. Okay, so dear, this is the Evolve batch for GATE 2022 which we have launched on 22nd of February. Okay, you can see that all the top educators are being a part of this, and if you want to be part of this, then you can use my reference code AS10. And similar is for your 2-year preparation plan for Ascent batches GATE 2023. This also we have started on 22nd of Feb, and you can use the code AS10. So just watch this 15-second video. So you can get your subscription now, and you can use my code if you need, if you want. Okay, so this is the general studies batch, engineering services batch I would say, and a very useful batch for ESE prelims, so here you can use the code hashtag. For 1 year, my dear friend, you have to pay this much, 27,225 is the amount. For 1.5 years, you have to pay 34,650, and for 2 years, you have to pay 39,600 for our plus subscription. And these are the prices after the usage of, you can say, S10. Okay, and if you are not going to use this code, then you might have to pay 11.11% extra, my dear friends. Not only this, if I am talking about our iconic plans, then it is also like 45,225 and 66,600 for your 1 year and 2 year plans. Okay, is it clear to all, my dear friend? And why these are expensive, I have told you at the very beginning. Okay, due to the more responsibilities of Unacademy on you and more time of Unacademy on you, these are slightly on the expensive side. But if Unacademy is spending time on you, it means you are definitely going to gain something from that. Is it clear? Okay, guys, do not forget me to follow me at Unacademy at the rate Sharma-1049, and this is our official Telegram channel, and all these are the India's #1 studies channel. And right now you are watching me live at Unacademy GATE CE, which is also known as the one-stop solution for all your engineering problem. Is it clear? Okay, guys. So thanks a lot. Okay, stay safe. Don't go outside if it is not required. Have a very nice day ahead. Bye bye.